Hello everyone, welcome back to LOK, still playing the demo. And there's a third world to play with here. And I clicked into this briefly, being confused. I think the new word is ah. Learn a new keyword. Trust the learning process. Yeah, so it's it's ta? It's not ah. It's not. Ooh, at and ta are both valid? So what did that do? Delete. How can I go back? So at deleted two A's next to each other. Ta does the same thing, or yeah. Okay, but it only. Whoa. Okay. So it deletes all of some letter in the puzzle, perhaps? So get rid of all the E's and then all the T's, not the other way around? Tatate! Hagtag. Let's get rid of the G's first and then the H's. Wait, have I been able to do locks backward as well? I assume I have and I just never noticed. Okay, yeah, you can spell coal as well. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, I did this one. Salasok. Get rid of the S's so we can make a lock, and then get rid of the A. Well, this is the only place I can start. Can I get rid of blanks? Is that allowed? It is. Is that what I want to do? I think so. So I can get rid of E's and then L's. Well, my whole thing of like using algebra to work out how many clacks and how many locks, this new word ta or at, I don't know, doesn't really work because it can delete a variable number of letters, so you can't even like set up a system of 3 equations to solve it, right? Okay, well. So it's a little tempting to do this, make a ta, and then get rid of all the blanks, and you could spell tlack, but there's not actually anything to delete with the tlack. I don't have 2 things. So that's not actually the right way to do it. Probably I want to make this ta, right? Because then I can get rid of the blanks, and there's some extra junk left over for me to delete. Fled to LOK. What's that? Star Trek Next Generation, right? Darmok and Jalad? Is that their names? Tanagra? Talagra? Anyway, a classic episode. So what are we doing here? Unclear. I could make a lock if I wanted, but then I couldn't make clack. Which maybe is fine. Could I do this level with just like 2 tas? I don't think so. Because I could do this and get rid of, spell a ta, right? But it doesn't work. So how about, what if I started with clack? This looks very bad. All I can do is like make 1 ta or 1 tlack. Right, like I could do this, but I have way too many letters. So this is a bad start, I think. The only other start I see is this. Yes, and then I can make tlack and get rid of these 2. What do I have available right now? I have locks here and here. I have a tlack. Those look like the 3 possible starting points. This lock would give me 2 TAs if I wanted them. But do I? I don't think so. And if I spell any tlax, I can't make a single ta. So if I start like this, I also can't make any tlax. But I could make 2 tas? Is that interesting? No? Okay, just checking. So this looks like the other starts don't look very good. Is there something wrong with this one as well, maybe? I think I want to make this ta to get rid of my O's. No, because then I couldn't make a lock to finish things off. Am I too stupid for this game? Can't wrap around a corner? No, unlucky. These O's, they look difficult. They definitely can't be part of any word. So what if I just like said, oh, I'll get rid of them like that? Now I could have a lock. But there's way too many different letters left for this ta to finish things off. Close. I'm left with just one leftover L. So, what is this O doing? It could be part of a lock, but only one, of course. If it were part of this one, I could never make another lock. I could never make a tlack. My only toys would be 2 tas, which can't get rid of 3 O's, 3 K's, and 2 L's. So this is impossible. What about this? I have 2 tas or 1 tlack. Right? I don't think I could make anything else. And tas can't clear O and K and L, I don't think. So I don't think either of these locks can be made. Which means the only lock possible would be this one if I wiped out the L and the K somehow. But how would I do that? I could start clack. And then what? Can do that, but now the lock is gone, right? Sense. So I don't see any way to unlock this. Unlock to make this K and this L talk to each other. We have to get rid of an L and a K. So you'd have to do it like but then the O is gone. This gives me 2 tas. I'm sure that's very exciting. Oh, wait. Is this ta here interesting if I got rid of the L? Like, I've been saying, oh, if I do this, I'll have this ta and this ta. And if I do this, I'll have this ta and this ta. But that's not strictly the only thing that could happen. If I do this, I could get this ta. Wipe out K's. Yeah, this doesn't seem any better. So I must be missing something because I've proven it's impossible. And I know that it is possible. So I said if I start here, I can never make a clack. That looks true. And I can never make another lock. That looks true. So after wiping out one letter, all I can ever make is tas. I'd have to replace or remove L or K with this lock to give me one of the tas, and then use that ta to give me the other ta. So I have to remove L with one of these and K with the law, and then I'd have I'd have 3 O's and either at least one K or at least one L. So I don't think you can do this. So it would have to be this, right? No, hang on. That's not true. Because when we do it this way, I can also connect these tas. Okay, right. As I was just literally saying. I don't know why it seems so much to me like I have to use these. These are just as useful. This has got to be the way forward. So I have 2 tas. But that's no good. It's useless. It sucks. Right? They have to get rid of... This lock can't remove the last L or the last K or the last O. So my 2 tas have to get rid of all of those. So that's not possible. But maybe I can do this lock and then use the tas across here. I don't think so. Don't I have the same exact problem? I can't get rid of the last L or the last K. But maybe I can use a tlack here. Lock and tlack, and this one at. Yes, get rid of this K. Tlack out the K and the L, and then at the O's. Okay. I feel like that shouldn't have been as hard as I made it, but it was. For me, anyway. What are these guys up to? Oh, you can click on them and they make little squeaky toy noises. So there's no tlacks or locks at the moment, right? So the only thing you can start with is an at, and it has to be this one. That gives me a tlat and a lock, which is interesting. actually gave me 2 tlacks. Well, if I got rid of K, I'd be unable to do anything. That would be bad. If I got rid of A's, all I could do is make 1 more lock, and that would send me nowhere. So that's no good. If I got rid of O, I would have a bad number of letters. I think I'm supposed to get rid of this L. And then I can ta O's and ta K's. Shaped kind of like Texas, isn't it? There's a lock here I could start with, but there's also a couple tas. Does this do anything? Tlack is immediate failure. I only have 1 T, so it would have to be tlack or ta. Yeah, getting rid of O is bad. Getting rid of L also seems bad. Because I would just have 1 ta to finish everything off. Yeah. I don't think we start there. So if I did this, it's pretty similar, right? Well, that would leave me starting here. And what if I, oops, what if I tlacked that up? Then I could ta the A's. No, I can't. There's no letter left to ta. There. This way I can ta the A's. Okay. There are a lot of possibilities at the start of a puzzle, and it's harder to eliminate. Like, in the first couple of worlds, I was able to do some kind of deductive logic and say, well, you can't do this or this, you must do this kind of thing, and then look around for places to do that. The last few of these puzzles, it seems like I'm doing more of a trial and error kind of thing, where I don't have any idea where to start, and so I just try something, and if it doesn't work, I try something else, which is less satisfying. Could be my fault, of course. So what if we started here and did like this? Yeah, then I can make tlack, get rid of these, and ta the K's. This is some weird insult. You look a lot at go Yui, and then at the end it kind of falls apart. There's a lock here you could start with, a ta you could start with, and I think those are the only possibilities. If you ta'd the L's, you could ta again, but then you'd be dead. This way I can still tlack the I's and lock this last O. Clock attack. Those are words, unlike most of what we've been spelling in this game. What do we have to start with? We could make a ta here, or here, or here. There's no locks available, despite all the locks. And no tlacks either. Can I ever make a tlack? No, right? Right. So this is just locks and tas. There are two possible locks we could make. Ta the C's? I mean, they're kind of in the way of all these locks, I guess? Is that anything? So then I could lock... Then this lock... I have two tas and only one letter to remove, K. So that doesn't work. Or one kind of letter. But if I try to ta now, I can't get rid of K, L, and O with just tas. If I get rid of this O, yeah, then I can ta the L's and ta the K's. And this should be the last puzzle of the demo. I don't know if I'm going to get the full game. The demo was interesting. I actually like the first couple of worlds better than this one. So what do we have here? The only O is here. So if I wanted to make a lock, I'd have to get rid of this TA. Well, here's one way to do that. And that would give me access to a couple of tlacks, actually. That does look interesting. M looks by far the worst letter here, right? Well, there's only two M's, but the D's and the J's kind of line up to get removed by tlacks, I'm thinking. So let's try that first. Lock first, I think. I'm gonna be one short, aren't I? So if I get rid of something here, I can tlack two things and tlack two other things, but then I get stuck. So maybe I was supposed to get rid of, like, I don't know, J's with the ta? But this M sucks. Maybe I get rid of the lock. But then this M sucks. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Ah, wait, no, come back. Yeah, this looks like it could be doable now. Because now I can lock this M to lack these J's. Okay. Ta-ta! Ta-ta-love-it. Well, the only thing I have here is tas, isn't it? So I gotta start with this one. I've obtained all the keys. Which, as far as I can tell, in the demo doesn't matter. You need 8 keys to go here. None of this is a puzzle, you're sure? You need 8 keys to go here, and the demo doesn't include this world. Alright, well that was Tlack. Nope, it was LOK? It was both. The name of the game is LOK, though. We were tlacking and tawing all over the place. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.